Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. Finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Leonard the pass to Duncan. Here's Parker. No good from the low block. Under trailing by 10. Adams dishes to Robertson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Green kicks to Leonard. And Durant sends it back. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Oklahoma City moving it around. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Now here's Parker. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Andre Robertson.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. He was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assist and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
Foye from long range. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Spurs leading by 10. Ginobili gets a wide open look. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Last year, a big challenge for Tony Parker. He was in his 14th season, obviously. Every great player needs to transform his game as he gets on in age. Clark, we've seen it with the great ones. Parker did put up the highest three-point percentage of his career last year.
And he also ran the offense with tremendous poise and professionalism and cut down the turnover average as well, the lowest of his career. Pretty passing, timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside Aldridge. Nobody near Parker. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Parker's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And Adams kicks to Foye. Tipped away. From 11 feet away. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Ibaka.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Feeds it to Diaw. And that one's drained from the low block. Diaw's got his first points of the game. Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Martin comes in for Green, and it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Then for the Thunder, Cantor comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Waiters in for Randy Ford. And Mills kicks to Diaw, and Durant comes to help. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. For the finish, and then Waiters with the jam.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Westbrook. West goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. West has got 6.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with. And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Ibaka, the pass to Durant.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled, and they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And so Durant nails them both.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Diaw with a screen on Westbrook. Mills dishes to Diaw. It's Anderson with the drive. Diaw with it. Cantor covering. And Diaw kicks it to West. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. 8 points for David West. And Cantor did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
Diaw can't hit. Thunder trailing by 8. Kicks it to Waiters. 11 feet away. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
The Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Robertson's checked in. There's the feed to Mills. And it's Leonard at the elbow. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Anderson outside. Misses off the right iron. Inside, here's Roberson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Spurs leading by 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as